All right, ladies and gentlemen, the music died down and I am here. So, welcome everyone. Glad to have you all on board today. And Trev T says the microphone is on. Hey, right on. And the microphone is actually a little bit closer to me this morning, or to this afternoon, I should say. Moved the cable around a little bit here and trying to see and make sure that there is no problem hearing me at all. So hopefully it is all good. Anyway, glad to have you all on board. Welcome. It is Saturday, April 2nd here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada, where I am located. And of course, this is a stream where we look at all kinds of different volcanoes around the world, as well as fun things like earthquakes and a little bit of special weather stuff as well. So it gives you kind of an all-around appeal. Also, wanted to mention that we do have a couple of good things. We on a same day, LOL. Okay, Piggy, for right now. I'm sure it'll change in an hour or two. Anyway, we do have a couple new, they're not new, I mean, they're ancient volcanoes, but new to us, some new still frames, still cameras that I've located. And I'm kind of happy about that. Both sources were very wonderful to see. So definitely some stuff that we want to look at during the stream. I'm not going to spoil it yet. We'll get to it when we get to them. So welcome everyone, and of course, like I said, I am your host, DrFox2000, and you are watching the Volcano Eruption live stream. And on the screen right now, what you have is Mount Etna at a slightly earlier time at 14:43 this afternoon, their time, so about 2:45 in the afternoon. Probably siesta time for most of everyone over there. Do they still have siestas when it's really cold? I know that's what the Mexicans used to do. It got too hot in the afternoon, so they'd have a snooze. And I don't know if they do that over there. So Piggy says yes. Okay, cool. And that is awesome. Okay, first person in today was actually Arizona Snowman, but he's a moderator, so he can't. But Juliet is the one who gets cookies today, and that is what it is, and more so in heat. Okay, Piggy, that's cool. Or hot. One or the other. Good question, Dr. Fox 2000. Thank you. It was just, curious. It's a curious thing. I'm always curious. Anyhow, let's take a look at what else we see in Sicily at Mount Etna real quick. There is one of the other views, and of course you see the clouds hampering our view. Unfortunately, let's get rid of that banner. There we go. And as we pop around to the other ones, you can see the very, very dark clouds that are moving in. And yes, I had reports that they got more snow during the night or early this morning. So that was not fun for some of those people. And there's another shot of it, and that's looking the opposite direction. You can see the clouds moving back the other way. And again, that's at roughly about quarter after. This one is 11 minutes after 2 p.m. Their time. So if we put them back to live, it's all dark. You don't see a darn thing. And let's see if this one switches a little quicker. There, that's kind of the view you've got, and it's cloudy and foggy and whatever else at night there. And this one, if we push that ahead, we don't see a darn thing. Maybe some lights down on the bottom and the front, if it's not too foggy. Wow. Tia Rose says hi and thank you. Well, that is awesome. And hello and thank you, Tia Rose and David Kota. Excellent. David Kota. Thank you kindly for that $2 super chat. That is awesome. I really do appreciate the support. All right. That is what it is looking like there. So, like I said, you can't see a darn thing. Let's move over to Iceland from Sicily. We will go back to Sicily and Italy in a little while. But let's go to Iceland. Oh my God, Iceland is just as bad. So, looking at our still pictures, I'm scrolling through, and you can see that we do have a lot of fog and stuff like that. And there's a fairly decent image there. If we go back a little bit earlier in the day, that's it. So around here, there's some bugs on the lens. Those are really, really small. And of course, next frame they're gone. So you know that they are bugs. But anyway, that's about the best we can do with an image today of Ragnar. We do know that there's some people up there. I did see some movement between the 2 or 3 frames that are okay. One thing I want to point out, the snow is a lot less. We are certainly watching a lot of melt happening. For those who are not familiar with it, this is Ragnar back here. And of course it started over here, somewhere around here with Bob on the ground there, way buried now, but it ended up with Ragnar being the big monster it is, taking up a fair chunk of the Geldingadarler Valley. So pretty awesome and cool to see. Let's have a quick look at some of the other ones here. And again, in the fog, so very difficult to see. There's, of course, the parking lot number 3 that we see in the background, and of course in the foreground is the southern end of Nothaggy Valley. And if we slide over, you can kind of sort of see the berm right there. I don't know if it gets any better. No, well, that shot might be a little better right there. But yeah, you can see the berm. You can see the end of the lava flow. And that looks pretty awesome that way. And we didn't see, I think there might be somebody heading up the hill right about there, but couldn't tell. No, didn't move, so must be something in the background. We do see it though, and that is the Nothaggy Valley. Looks pretty good down on the bottom, and definitely cooling off. But very, very surprisingly, we are still seeing lots of smoke plumes or steam, or whatever you might want to call it, indicating that there is still a lot of heat in there. And that's something I just have to remind everyone, you know, if somebody from here is going there, do not go on and walk on the lava. Just don't do that, okay? For your own safety. And that is all cool. Let's take a look at one more here, and of course that is the one that's sitting over on the side of the big ram, and it too had some poor views as we went through the day. It did start raining there, and again you can see a lot of the steam pots, if you will, all over the place, indicating that yes, there is some heat underneath there. And I think this was about the last one before the fog in the morning, and you couldn't see anything anymore. So that's probably our best image of the day. In there, you can see Ragnar in the background there. This is what's Theatre Hill right there, and that's what we call the Ant Hill. And of course, we're right on the edge of Big Ram, looking over into that direction. So. And that's what is there. Let us pop over to the harmonic tremor chart. What melts bottom of sneakers like a bonfire. Yeah, don't melt the bottom of your sneakers. It's gonna be you're gonna have hot feet. Yeah, you'll be walking back barefoot with blisters, and that's not good. Anyway, there is our harmonic tremor chart, and I'm sorry to tell you, it's not working again. If we go look at the other one, we should be right. Well, let me refresh that. Let me get on the right side here, and there we refreshed it, and that's where it should be. And if we scroll back down here, we see that we are over a day short with data of any type. So they looks like they did try to get them going, but it didn't work. Anyway, since we can't really see what's happening here, let us take a quick look down at Grindavik and see what their sensor says, because that is fairly close, and just only shows a little bit higher for most of what we see. So we see an upward trend. So that is an interesting thing there. We do see it went all the way down. We had a whole bunch of big noise. We see right there just after midnight that there was a quake, and that kind of showed up on this particular chart. And we see it, so gotta wonder. And there's another one in here. You can kind of see that little single blue line, so hopefully we will see where those are. I haven't looked, so we'll take a peek. I think this one might be out in the water. We'll have a look. But that's kind of it. So I'm going to guess or assume that ours at Frega del Fiol are also on the way up, even though the measurements aren't working right now. So hopefully that is a good sign. So it would have dove down and then started coming back up from this point. So down and then up. And that's hopefully what we will see. And let's carry on and get over to the earthquakes. I did load this up, and you can probably already spot the one that I was hinting at being out in the water, and that is that guy right there. You see him. Anyway, let us start off at the top here first, though, and we see a bunch of different things. That swarm that we had out there, latest one was that 2.1. And that happened yesterday at 1620, so I'm going to not worry about that. We'll move inland or towards the shore a little bit. We see a small swarm here, all very little quakes, 10:20 a.m. on that one, and that was 8 kilometers down for that 0.7. This is also 8 kilometers down, 10:24 on that one. So same depth, same power, and this one a 0.3, 10 kilometers down at 10:33. So kind of gives you a generalized area. 7 kilometers down, 0.6, 11 o'clock, and this one here is 11:41, 0.2, 11 kilometers down. And one more here, 0.2, 9 kilometers down, 11:11 a.m. Iceland time today. So a little swarm. I'm sure that will continue for a little while. We do have a few more over in this other bay where it was kind of doing the same thing. That would have been a 0 magnitude, 4 kilometers down, 11:29 a.m. on that one. Little guy right inside where the other one is, a 0.1, 5 kilometers down, 3:24 a.m. or sorry, 3:42 a.m. My bad, dyslexia got me. That one was actually from yesterday at 23:56, and it was a 0.3, 6 kilometers down. So that kind of gives you what's going on just off the coast. We do see this guy here has. I don't know if these are brand new or not. That is yesterday's, yeah. And is that yesterday's as well? Yeah, so all three of these, I think we looked at these, was from yesterday. This one is from today. 0.2, 4 kilometers down at 41 minutes after midnight. And awesome to see. And let's keep moving and see what else we can find. Those are out in the middle of nowhere, and not really sure what they're going to do. We do not see anything around Ascha and his friend up here. We do have that one from yesterday, and that was at 1906, a very small quake. So not a heck of a lot of activity. We'll move over onto the next area just below, and this is the Bardabunga area over here, and Grimsvatn right there. But we do see a little bit of a swarming kind of an affair here, moving through the ice. I'm not sure. 0 magnitude, 21 kilometers down, 3:59 a.m. on that guy. This is 3:59 as well, so maybe a whole thing is moving 20 kilometers down as well. Pretty cool. When's this guy? 23 kilometers down, 0.2, 3:58. And so that happened a little bit before that. And then we had one more new one here at 3:58 as well, 0 magnitude and 19 kilometers down. So I'm not sure what that's indicating other than some slight movement there, and looks like a chain reaction of sorts. This little lonesome guy all by himself, 0.3, 5 kilometers down, happened at 57 minutes after midnight, and not really doing anything, so he's kind of out there all alone. And we'll leave that area, and we will pop into Ketla down here, and that is this volcano Ketla. And let's see, what do we got here? 0 and 1 kilometer down, so possibly in the ice, and that was actually from yesterday, 21:22. So I guess nothing too major. Anything out here? No. By the way, this is a scary island. If you live here, you're basically living in a caldera with some extra calderas or cones around you, and another caldera right beside you, and another one over here, and one here, and another volcano there, and one here. I don't know. My first choices would not be to live there. It's a beautiful place, though. Okay, let's see. This little guy here, 1.3. That was from yesterday, 5 kilometers down, 21:18. And then we do see a couple older ones in there. But this a little bit bigger, 1.7, 1 kilometer down, 9:43 a.m. And that, again, not sure what's all involved in why that one would go there, but hopefully it's nothing major, and we're not going to have to worry about it. I see a spot here, 22 minutes after midnight, and that was a 0.9, 6 kilometers down. So that is awesome. And here we are at basically what we refer to as the Reykjanes Peninsula. And this is Reykjavik here, Keflavik the airport, and Keflavik the town, and Reykjanesbær and Njarðvík, I believe, if I'm not mispronouncing that, but I probably am, but it's Icelandic. It's always difficult. Here's a few more. 33 minutes after midnight, 0.7, 6 kilometers down, and he's got some friends here. 0.5, 5 kilometers down, 31 minutes after midnight. And let's see, this guy here, 0.3, 6 kilometers down, was actually at 10:24 or and a half, I guess. Yeah. And this guy here, 0.0 or 0 point whatever, 0 magnitude, 4 kilometers down, 1:19 a.m. This other one was actually from yesterday, and that was from 1828, so 0.6 right beside the lake there. As we move over a little bit more and get closer to home, and that's what we call it, because this is that's the Valley Geldingadarler right there. And if we zoom in a little bit, the Ragnar sits right about here. Okay, so that's about the physical size in there. Anyway, we wanted to look at, we do see some little quakes all over the place here, and they are always interesting. So this is part of Meridalia. This is Meridalia Valley. And we do see one here. It is 0.4, 10 kilometers down, a 7:39:39 this morning. Here's one that's a little bit bigger, 0.9, 6 kilometers down, 6:24 a.m. And that makes you wonder, are we getting more movement? And this is a 0.6, 6 kilometers down, a 5:56, or pardon me, 5:46 this morning. And we will hit this guy here, and that is 0.4, 6 kilometers down, a 2:48 this morning. So a little bit of activity underneath there, which is really cool to see, and I'm hoping it picks up. This is southern or upper Meridalia, for those who don't know, and again, that's Geldingadarler, the valley. And this is the flow that we were looking at going into Nothaggy, and this is Nothaggy, and the berm is down here, and this is all filled up with lava, and there's no lake in there. Okay, pardon me. Okay, so this other one out here past Creaky, really, and it is a 0.4, 6 kilometers down, 4:36 this morning. So a little bit of activity in the area, and hoping it continues and picks up in the future. Most of these are from yesterday. I don't know about this little guy right here. And yeah, he was from yesterday as well, and that is at 2018 at just a 0.3, about 1 kilometer down. And we're looking at a little bit more of the peninsula. These were all basically yesterday's stuff, at least I believe so. And yeah, that kind of confirms it, 2041 on that guy. So I'm not going to worry about those so much. And if we move out here, there is a couple out here in the water. And this is always interesting when we see that, because that tells us we have movement on the ridge. And that is the Rikens Ridge, which runs into, or is technically part of, the Mid-Atlantic Ridge. Anyway, that one is 12 kilometers down, 1.5 in magnitude, happened at 2:50 this morning. And then he had some friends out here, and we will have a quick look here. 13 minutes after midnight for that 2.1, 10 kilometers down. This guy right here was 6:23 a.m., 10 kilometers down, and it was 2.5. And then, of course, he had another friend, 2.6, and that one was at 24 minutes after midnight. So this guy and this guy, same time zone, and that guy came after. So pretty cool. 6 kilometers down on that guy, so not that far down. Maybe that will jar something loose, and that is right on the ridge. So hard to say which side it's actually on, whether it's a European quake or a North American quake. I'm just going to leave it as it's an Icelandic quake. So pretty cool to see, and just to confirm with some of the other ones, the other maps, when we look at them. I did refresh this just before I went live. We do see the same stuff up in the top in the northern end, and again, if we zoom in here, we see the same level, 2.6, 2.5, and 2.1. So those are there. We don't need to check them, and that is pretty awesome. We do see a 1.1 here that I don't believe we've seen on the other map. If we zoom in a little bit there, we can see the depth, I hope. There we go, 4.3 kilometers down, and 9:43 a.m. For that 1.1. And of course, that is the Blue Lagoon, and this is the power plant just beside it. And that is just to the north of Grindavik. And of course, if you're ever going there, you'd be coming down here and driving down this road, and you'd get to, let's see, where is it? Somewhere right around here is your first parking lot entrance. So that's pretty awesome. And then the second one is somewhere around here, and the third one you can go in this way into that field that we were looking at. So gives you a pretty good idea of where things are. And again, that is in Iceland on the Reykjanes Peninsula. Not going to worry about those. I think we looked at them anyway, and they are not that big, and not that big of a concern. Again, if you want to have these maps on your own, you can certainly do that. The links in there are Earthquake, Earthquake 2, and Earthquake 3 are the shortcut words, and by using all three of those, that'll give you all three of these different maps. And we like to compare the maps every once in a while. Yeah, we can get to that. We can try to. Yeah, it's kind of hard to really give them a real good rundown on that, Sue. But I'll see what I can do if I get enough time in here. Okay. Orion is a 2 inferior to what? Inferior to 1? A 2 inferior to 1, depending on what you're referring to. 2 is definitely, if you're looking at earthquakes, a level 1 is at a certain level. Level 2, oh, pokes the shark with a stick. Level 2 is 10 times as strong. So I don't know. And if you go to a magnitude 3, that's 3 times, or sorry, that's 10 times as strong as a level 2, which in turn would create it to be 100 times stronger. Hope that makes sense. Smacks Arizona with a what? Okay. All right. Oh, I thought it was named 2. My bad. Oh, okay. No, it's not named 2. I got a Mag 7, and it's scary. Actually, Piggy, I seen on the earthquake charts there was one down south of you not too long ago here. Did you feel that one? I think it was a 4 point something or 3 point something. I'm not sure. I'll have to take a look at the other map again, but wasn't too long ago during the night, and was wondering if you felt that one. Interesting quake there in south of you. Not sure how far. Anyway, give me a second here. Oh, okay, so it did wake you up. Okay, yeah, a little bit of shaking. And yeah, we'll have a look at that as well in a little while, you guys. So there's some interesting earthquakes around. Anyway, looking at the time here and wondering where else I can sneak to before we do our other thing. Let's have a peek here and see what we got at some of our volcanoes. And I gotta have a drink of Pepsi. My throat is just doing me in right now. And that is Sakurajima in Japan. Okay, I'm good now. I'm kidding. Yeah, it's smoking. And Sakurajima definitely is. It is doing a wonderful job of continuing to smoke. By the way, yesterday there was something going on, and you guys don't need to pay any attention to this picture. This apparently was caught by somebody on that cam when the crane was up there while we were unloading our ship. And I'm hoping nobody realizes what's in those green packages on that pallet. So please just ignore that. Don't worry about the funny-looking package there. It's all good. Anyway, just because it's hanging right above the hey, shh, Linda, no, not so loud, not so loud, Linda. Yeah, that's a tourist volcano. Oh, okay. Yeah. Anyway, we'll leave that picture out and not look at it anymore. Thanks, Trev. That's awesome. Anyway, that's our long-range short shot looking at Sakurajima, and it is not doing a heck of a lot right now. But it was a little bit cloudy during the night, and this is a horror shot. Please cover your eyes, don't look. It is snowing there, and please, okay, let me get that off the screen. I'm sorry for the abuse. We got to move on. You don't want to be looking at that. That is horrible. And okay. Unfortunately, this one is not really any better. Our camera, even though it is at 720p, is not working so well. It is very, very early in the morning at Aso-san, and it is what it is. And we will live with the poor visibility for right now. It will straighten out once there's a little bit more light on the scene, but you can kind of make out that there is some smoke coming off of Aso-san, and that is what we've got there. While we're looking at volcanoes over here in this area of the world, here is our next one, and it is very difficult to see, but you can see the outline of it, and that is Suwanosejima. Suwanosejima-san. Just to do it right. And that was erupting yesterday or day before, and when we're looking back in today's last 24 hours, we don't see a heck of a lot. We do see a little tiny bit in there much earlier in the day at 21:43 their time, and then a little bit before that as well. So we know there is a little bit of activity there. There it is. And it is sporadic though, and far and few between. So when it's doing its eruptive stuff there, we're hoping that it is not going to hurt anything, but that it erupts some more. We want to see that lava. And hopefully, and I've been looking for a better camera view other than this one. Because of course, the thing is, this is out on an island in the middle of the ocean, so we kind of have to live with what we've got, but that is all right. At least we do have one camera looking at it, which is really awesome. Wrong color, perhaps. Yep. Their sky, their camera tinge, I don't know. Blue would have been better than green. But it is the way the camera is adjusted. There's nothing we can do. You know, they're the ones who have the feeds and provide them. So that's kind of it for Japan. I'm going to put that one back on live, so once it gets light enough, we will actually be able to see the cone. It does look like there's some smoke in there right now, but it is hard to tell. It is 5:31 a.m. there, so. And speaking of 5:31 a.m., I think that's break time. And let me put you onto a different volcano, though. I'm not sure if Taal is working yet. No, still too dark at Taal. I think we'll take the opportunity and go look at Yellowstone for the interim. Maybe not. Yellowstone's boring. I want other stuff. How about this one? This is a pretty picture. Why don't we leave this on for right now? And of course, that is what our original thumbnail was this for this stream, and that is Semeru in East Java in the Philippines. And of course, I go to put that one on, and it starts buffering on me. How nice! Oh, it stopped buffering. All right, we'll keep an eye on it. And yeah, I love seeing the stars in the background there. That is just beautiful. So let's keep our fingers crossed. Maybe we'll see a little bit of eruptiveness while I am on break. We do see a plume coming out the top, so there could be something happening. Anyway, for those good people who have joined us, if you have not yet hit that like button and you are enjoying the show, please do hit that thumbs up. We really appreciate every last one of you who does that, because it does help with the YouTube analytics. Also, I want to say, if you are new to the channel or new to the stream, please do consider hitting that subscribe button if you haven't done so yet. And don't forget about the bell notification, and that'll all be good. Okay, let's see, okay, welcome to Joel, welcome, and glad to have you on board. Orion, why are you getting, Orion, go easy with the caps, okay, we don't need caps in here. So, anyway, it is Pepsi time, I gotta get going. I'm your host, DrFox2000. I will be back in 5 minutes. Keep smiling and watch the lava. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I've got the microphone back on, and welcome or welcome back to all of you. Right now, we are looking at Semeru, which is down in East Java, of course, in Indonesia. And hopefully it's all good. We do see a little bit of lava at the top, a little plume coming out, so all good. Sue Hayes says, welcome back, Doc. Sharon Stewart says, I can hear you. Q name Tetra. Oh, maybe the cute name? Okay. Kevin Haynes, I was at the concert yesterday. What? How could you, Kevin? That is so disappointing. Was it a good concert? And I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you, Piggy, by the way, and Paul, and let's see, Mars 2028, all of you. Glad to be back here. So, all good, and yeah, sorry, David Brewer, sorry to hear about Tucker passing away. Tucker was one of his dogs, and it's like losing a family member, so take it easy, David, please. And you know, these things happen, and we have to carry on, right? And we'll talk to you in the other stream soon, once we're done here. Anyway, we want to carry on with our volcanoes, so we've covered a lot of them already. But I do want to go over to a few more that we can look at, and of course, one of them is our good friend Merapi. And did I do that wrong? No, I did too. No, not that one, not this one. Oh, how about that one? Okay. There we go. Okay, so that is Merapi. I got the right screen here, and by the way, I've added a bunch of things, so it is a little bit difficult to control some of these things now. Lots of stuff. I know. Oh, okay. Laura Rennie, welcome. Glad to have you on board. And yeah, it's sad that David had lost his dog there just right after the move, and that might have been just a little too much for that poor dog. But anyway, let us carry on here. Merapi definitely did have some decent eruptions during the night, and we will go back to a couple of them to take a look at. This was one of them where it started out fairly decently, and if you kind of watch, you'll see that lava just rolling down the hill, and in various places it's almost like it's creating new paths that it likes to drop down, and that is pretty awesome to see. So you can definitely see, and again, it's a fairly far distance from the cameras, so we're not going to get the hottest close-up looks, but we do see what is going on, so pretty good stuff. And yeah, we like seeing it go all the way down that hill. And there were a few more that were actually very, very impressive, but they were in the clouds a long time ago, and I'm just trying to find a couple of them that we had. This is about 8.5 hours ago, and that one was fairly impressive as well. I'm going to just advance it here. There we go. Just to the start of it, and then we'll let it play. And that kind of looked pretty neat as the lava did roll down, and of course they were showing the other charts there in rather than the other camera. It was raining at the time too, and that makes things a little bit more difficult for visibility, but still a reasonable shot, and like seeing that. So that is pretty awesome, and that is Merapi and doing its thing in central Java in Indonesia, and that pretty awesome and pretty cool stuff. And then we will take a trip over and have a look at New Zealand right away. And yes, that is what we have as far as our new still cams. That, well, they're not new, as they're new to us, not new to the world. So but I did find these, and I thought it was very interesting and very cool to be able to see that. And we will have a look at those in a second. And that is some pretty awesome lava flowing down there. I'm just going to pop it over to Semeru for a second, though, and then we will go look at these other ones. I just got to switch something, and we will get things in the right order here. So hopefully this will work. And all right, it's doing. Come on, software, keep going. My software is starting to really. I have a lot of new stuff open, so it's really quite interesting to see what this thing is doing. Anyway, we will get to our new views that we have. So here we go, off to a White Island crater rim. And that is one new view that we are seeing. Now, that one I did back it up because in the morning light, there's too much sun in there and the glare is really, really bad. So what we're looking at, you see some of this is the crater floor, obviously. You see some steam or smoke over here and some coming up here. I am going to go through a few of these. This is going backwards in time. That was 1 p.m. That was 12:50. And these are in 10-minute increments. So you can see some of that smoke and activity that's going on there. And of course, earlier in the morning, it was really poor visibility as well. But if we go back the other way, it does look a little better. But you can see that we definitely have some movement of sorts of material, and it's a nice view, and I'm liking the fact that we can kind of progress through it and be able to see that, and I'm really, really happy about that. So this is awesome that we have this one now, and we will continue to observe what is happening at White Isle Crater, or White Isle Volcano, and the crater rim, of course, is where that is. Here is our next new frame, and that's Ruapehu, and of course his neighbor Garuho, if I pronounced it correctly, and this is our Ruapehu, and that is his neighbor there. So this is a pretty good shot. These are in New Zealand. That is on the northern island, and that is what we're looking at. And this, I'm not sure which direction this is in, but that is a pretty awesome shot. That's a little earlier in the morning. This was when it was still black and white, before it got enough light. And that's what we've seen, and there's the stars at night from that. So if we get up to current, and went one too far there, that's our current view, and that looks pretty awesome. And of course, so that is the two volcanoes, but let's get over to this guy by himself, and this is the north view of Ruapehu, and that is what we're looking at. And that looks pretty awesome. So new stuff for you guys to look at, which is awesome and cool. And that is right in New Zealand. I didn't realize that this crater was that wide at the top. That is a massive volcano. So Ruapehu, if that erupts, yeah, it's going to have some effects. Brian Rock Rail fan, welcome. Glad to have you on board. Is what Dr. Fox is so unrest? What? Unrest here? Linda, what do you mean unrest? Is so? What is so? Is there unrest there? Yes, there is unrest. Unrest. They changed it from a green to a. I had to reread that, Linda. They changed it from a green to a yellow. So there is stuff happening at Ruapehu, and we will continue to watch it and kind of make sure that if it does blow, we will have some info on it. So, and that is awesome to be able to see. Anyway, I'm going to put it back on this one, and we are going to put that back to live for Merapi, and that way we can see what it is doing at present. And yeah, right now, let me get that other screen back on here, and that should be, no, not that one, that should be this one. There we go. This is what's happening right now at Merapi, and you can see a new lava flow developing and coming down. Of course, in this picture, there's so much cloud here you can't see it, but the mountain, it's just rolling down the mountain here. And again, this one, you can see it lighting up, but again, just too much cloud around it. So this camera is looking through this cloud down at the bottom here, and you're just not able to see as well. Same with this one. So that's what we're looking at. If we back up a little bit though, I'm just trying to get, there was a couple of spots here about an hour ago where it really went, and I want to see if I can find it. It was quite a large eruption. I think it was about an hour ago, something like that. Let's see if we can get to it. There's 1 hour. Well, maybe it wasn't quite that far back, but it did light up the clouds fairly well. It might be right here, and yeah, could be. Let me try to find this here. I'm just going to advance by 10 seconds at a shot and see if it lights up. And because this cloud area here was all lit up when this was happening, and could be this one right here as we progress through, and advancing at 10 seconds at a time here just to try to find this a little quicker. Yeah, this is kind of what we were seeing, and you see how far that lava traveled. You could actually see it here. It really went down quite far, and that is what was going on there, and that's why I thought it was kind of interesting. But I thought it lit that cloud up a little bit more, so pretty neat. These Indonesian volcanoes are very interesting. It's not a lava flow, it's a lava slide. And yeah, for the most part, it depends on how much volume they're putting out and if it's continuous. I mean, obviously these things are basically churning up enough pressure and kind of burping it out, and then reverting back to building up that pressure again. And as long as that keeps happening, that's kind of the way it is. For the most part, you know, that's what these things are doing. It's interesting. A little bit of lightning there too, and of course we know there are still storms in the area. We did look at that so yesterday, so we're kind of familiar with that. Anyway, I'm gonna set that one back on live, and that is what we've got. Let us take a look and see if we have anything over at Taal yet. Lots of lava rollers. Yes, Linda, they are going down the hill and doing their thing. We do have the feed from Taal, but unfortunately it is still dark there, you guys. We started too early. And, well, it is what it is. We will live with the fact that we can't see anything yet. We don't see any flames or anything erupting or anything bad out here on the island. We do see occasionally there's a little blinky light, and I'm not sure if that's a camera of some sort or a signal light warning people to stay away, or I don't know what it is. But looks pretty awesome, and we are okay with that. And the Madam Root says not live yet, I don't think. No, she's not live yet. So that'll be our other side when we get to seeing it. But this, of course, is courtesy of Taal Meditation, and we will continue to watch and see what progresses here. All right, let's see what else we got. I had more stuff. I'm hiding stuff somewhere. Let me go look at other things. And well, we haven't looked at Popocatépetl yet, have we? So let us go over there, and we will take a look at Popocatépetl, and apparently it is smoking pretty bad, and we see a lot of that smoke coming out of there. Going to the other side, whoa, there we go. Very, very difficult to see. That smoke is actually coming right at the camera, so we can't see what it's really doing. So when we're sitting here, though, you can see that there is a lot of smoke coming out. It's not just a cloud sitting up there, but it is smoke coming from the volcano. So we may be able to see an eruption from Popo in the very near future, is what I'm thinking and hoping. Let us go a little further south. Of course, Popocatépetl is about 70 kilometers south of Mexico City. And the next guy here, and we can't see him, he's hiding in the clouds again, but that is Fuego. And I'm just trying to find a spot where he showed. And it's very, very poor there. We don't see any places all 12 hours. Last 12 hours, cloud. So no Popocatépetl. But having said that, let us look at something slightly different. And whoop, I think I clicked the wrong button here. Why is that not working? There. Okay. You guys remember this guy, of course, and this is Talica. That is in Nicaragua. And Talica is kind of calm. It's not throwing out or not burping up any more of that heavy-duty material that it was before. But while we're here, let's have another look and see what else we have here. And here is another volcano in Nicaragua, and this is Masaya, and that is the crater. This morning, when I was looking, you could see right down to the bottom of the crater, and now it is smoking pretty good. So thank you, Piggy, for the 5 and 3 minute warning. I appreciate those. So this was one we have not looked at before, and that is Messiah, and it is pretty cool. So nice to see that one, and let's not stop there. And here is another volcano that a lot of people have talked about, but it hasn't really done anything. And this is Cristobal, San Cristobal is what it is. Web de Volcano San Cristobal. So that is another one that we're adding to our list, and we will keep an eye on that. And of course, that is in Nicaragua as well. And while we're in the works of adding more volcanoes to our wonderful list, let's keep going. And now I need to switch this thing, I think, to that. And we will click on here. And there you go. You have another volcano that we have not looked at before. And this is the one that is always bothering me because it has so much SO2 coming off of it that I figured I'd better show it. And it is in Peru. It's called Sabancaya. Sabancaya is what it is. And unfortunately, we can't see it. It's hiding in the clouds. So we wanted to add that one though, and I'm not sure if it's making the clouds or if it just hides in the clouds. But Sabancaya is down in the lower portions of Peru, and that is another one that has been added to our list. I will be adding more to the list. I do have a place where send Yama with a GoPro. A llama. You want to send a llama with a GoPro? Yeah. That might be a good idea, Henry. I don't know. They go wild pretty quick though, don't they? Anyway, a few more people popped in. Wanted to say hi to them real quick. And let's see. We got Melatomi 54. Welcome back. And let's see. We got Juliet is in here, of course. Who else did I miss here? There was a couple other people. Ramon, welcome back and good to see you. We did say hi to Mars 2028 and nice to have you back on board. And let's see, Paul Williams we got earlier. RD Wingo, welcome back and glad to have you on board. See the names pop up every once in a while and I do have to kind of say hi to them, otherwise we get in trouble. Brian Perfectibility 999 also back in the house, and I think that's good for names right now. If I did not call your name out, don't worry, we still love you no matter what. Hey, Karen is back as well. Good to see you, Karen. And Tetra came back. All right, welcome back, Tetra. Anyhow, that is for good for right now. I'm going to put it back on here. Looking at my time, it is time for a break. So we do want to. Oh, I need to switch that back. Turn this that way. All right, I got it fixed up there, and we will see if we can pop it onto a volcano that is doing something. Or this time, I'm going to put it on our wonderful Yellowstone. We'll leave it there for the break. So for those good people who are in here, if you have not hit that like button yet and you are enjoying the stream, please do hit that like button. It really, really does help us out with the YouTube analytics, and hopefully that will take you a little bit further. Also, if you're new and you have not yet subscribed, do consider hitting that subscribe button and the bell notification. On those friendly notes, I am going to go take a break. When we come back, we will look at some very cute bacon seeds for today. And then we'll carry on. We'll go over to Sao George, and then from there, we'll go island hopping over to Hawaii and things like that. So, Mona Lisa, yes, 3 minutes, don't hassle me. All right, I'm going for my break, you guys. Hit that like button, keep smiling, play nice and 11, no food fights. I'll be back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I am back, and welcome to everyone. I'm glad to have you guys on board, and welcome back to those who are still here and just got in, and all those. Thank you, Piggy. And okay, not sure if I'm going to pronounce this correctly. Kelly Christina, a new person in here. Welcome. I hope it's pronounced correctly. Is it Kelly or is it Quelly? I think it's Kelly, Christina. I hope I got it right. And let's see who else popped in while I was away. I see a Real Bounty also popped in. Welcome. And hopefully we have oh, I see Laura Rennie. Laura, if you're listening, make sure you email us some of that chicken parmesan. Okay, not sure if she got that message. We'll see. Mona Lisa saying, have a great day, everybody. Okay, Mona, be good. See you later. Take care. Oops, hubby needs me outside. All right. That is all cool. Anyway, let us get over to what we wanted to do. Tony Flabby says, I'm here. Yes, welcome, Tony. And glad you read the destructions. We do have the times listed in there. Trojan Pony also made it in. Welcome, Trojan Pony. Good to have you back. So, without further ado, I did mention that we will be showing bacon seeds and that they are cute today. So, well, they're cute every day, but these ones are really cute. And it's so hard to get Piggy to stand still for a picture. But I think we got her this time, and this is a pretty good shot. There she is. And anyway, wonderful picture. I love it. So good to see it. And thank you, Piggy, for that wonderful, awesome shot. Worm Hand made it in. Welcome. Sharon Stewart is also here. Yeah, okay. I got you earlier, though, Sharon. My snout looks big in this one. Yeah, I'm sorry about that, but you know, at least it's clean and neat and tidy. And I think that's what today's theme is clean pigs. And there is, there we caught her brushing her teeth. And look at that smile. And I can't get over that. That is a wonderful smile. And I'm not sure if that Piggy is really enjoying that toothbrush or not, but that looks awesome. So thank you kindly, Piggy. And you know, when you're looking at that, you gotta really seriously, that is a wonderful looking pig. Storm Chaser, welcome. Glad to have you on board. So all right, and next clean bacon seed is on the agenda. Here they're all in the bath. The little ones are getting bathed, so that looks pretty awesome. Looks like a two color crayon. There you go, Henry. Anyway, this one getting scrubbed in the tub and looking pretty clean if you ask me. So that is pretty awesome. Tub of piggies. Yeah, that's it. Let's get to the next one. See what these other wonderful bacon seeds are doing. Oh, there's what is that? Oh, I know. I was going to say 6-pack, but I think there's 7 there. A bunch of little tiny bacon seeds, and you gotta love it when they all cuddle together like that, and they do that to keep warm and stay safe. And it is so wonderful to see. And we do like our little piggies. So awesome, 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 you guys. And let's get to our next one. There is another little one, and that little one is right beside the mama pig. And they look alike, don't they? They really do. And you gotta love it. And you know, these little bacon seeds, they've got such cute little smiles on them. and we love it. Hey, welcome, Tom. Glad to see you on board. Yep, it is an awe moment, definitely. And of course, let's have another look at one more cute bacon seed, and that is a little one there. And man, you know, when you see them smile like that, you really gotta wonder, it's, what are they thinking? You know, they're probably going, I like this. It is a wonderful day, and no harm, and all nice. So pretty cool, pretty awesome. Gotta love it, you guys. Okay, so Sophie in the house. Welcome, Sophie. Glad to have you on board too. They look like my tuxedo cat. Oh, Trojan pony. If they start running around going oink oink oink, you got problems. All right, that's your cat though, is what I'm talking about. Anyway, let us carry on with our wonderful stuff here, and hopefully we can see some more interesting things. So let's pop over here. Hey, we know this place. That's Hawaii. And we look at that, and of course, right away we notice that there is a big gap here showing that the lava level is way down, and also inside here, hard to see with the smoke, but it is definitely down, and definitely noticeable. This picture was a little while ago, but we can refresh this and see what it looks like right now. And even less lava in there now. We see the shadow has grown. Mind you, the sun has gone around too, but definitely looks like it's deeper, as well as this hole here definitely showing deeper. And again, it's trying to build up a crust around the edge, possibly trying to build itself back into a hornito, which will possibly destroy itself next time there was a very large eruption again. So those things happen. And of course here as well, this one used to be a nice looking hornito, and it has completely broken. And we still have our good one in the back here, but there's other two that were right there. They're kind of botched open too, so we'll see if they have a chance to rebuild themselves. Let's have a look at the longer range shot. This one again is from, hang on, why am I not showing properly? There we go. There, that's better. All right, time on this one, 8:55 a.m. Hawaii time, and that's still not right. Why is that not grabbing the whole frame? Oh, maybe that one got moved. That's what it is. There. Yeah, it got bumped slightly. Oh well. Anyway, looking here around the crater, you can see that it did have a little lower level in it at that point in time already. Still seeing that smoking coming off of this end, which is kind of unique. And of course, the smoke coming out of the main craters or main vents here. So pretty awesome. I'm going to refresh that one so we can see what it looks like right now. More smoke in the way, so actually visibility is not that great. We'll take a look at the other view, and this is the view from the opposite side of the crater. And you can see that toe hole here, quite a big depth in there, as well as along the walls here. You can see it has gone down quite a bit. And again, this is one of the earlier pictures, so it should even be lower in this next one, although we cannot see very well. Actually, it doesn't look lower, it actually looks higher in this part anyway. So we'll see what happens in the future. Again, that's that smoker. Seeing some smoke come off of here too, which is kind of an odd place all of a sudden. But we know we had a lot of lava in the back here as well, causing some of this. Let's have a quick peek at the thermal, and there you are with the, this was from 8:44 a.m. and that is showing your lava levels fairly well. There's your little cone that kind of broke down. Hey, Gura, thank you kindly for that 55 Swedish krona. And let me write that down real quick. Swedish krona 55. Okay. Gura. Gotcha there, Gura. And do appreciate that wonderful support. And got it there. Got it written down. And that is awesome. Okay, so I wanted to refresh that one, see what it is doing now, and yeah, it's kind of hard to tell whether that is actually lower or higher in this particular picture. We don't see it, but it does look like there is a lava movement, so there may be more pouring in, and that is always nice because then we can see it overflow and do its thing. Of course, here's the primary vent area, and that hornito that is destroying itself and has that tube going here. But we do see surface lava again, so that tube may have partially collapsed, which is all right, and it's all cool. Anyway, we do see the hotter areas here. This was very prominent yesterday. Definitely cooling off, and then some of the other areas over here that are showing some heat are also cooling off, so we're not seeing as much activity there right now, but hey, we know it can change in a very short order. I'm actually going to refresh this one for a second and set the other mode in so we can see it slightly differently. Like that. Okay, and of course this is Hawaii. I'll zoom out, actually get rid of that, and zoom out just a little bit so you can see kind of what we're looking at. There's the Hawaiian Islands and Honolulu over there, Maui here, and of course the Big Island. And when we zoom in on the Big Island is when we see our wonderful stuff. Mauna Loa here, Mauna Kea over here, that little swarm that's getting older and older, still hanging on there, but hopefully it doesn't continue. That's from the 20th. I don't know why it's even on there. I thought they only list them for 7 days, but that's on there quite a long time. So anyway, looking at Mauna Loa, and this is of course Kilauea, and we'll get to that right away. Yeah, we'll go to Mauna Loa first, and then we will go check out some of the earthquakes. That is the Mauna Loa crater, and of course you have the cameras that you guys can peruse if you like, and have a look at. It gives you a pretty good view of what the crater is doing, and looks awesome. And there's also the thermal camera there. Oh, and the tilt meter, which I keep hitting if I'm not zoomed in enough. And there we go. There's your thermal, and that's what it looks like there today. Pretty awesome. I'm noticing a little more heat over in this side, so I'm not sure if that's where there's something hot or not, but definitely going to keep an eye on things as we always do. And let's get rid of that. And again, you guys can bring this up on your own. All you need to do is type in Hawaii map, and that will bring up the link to be able to get to this site. Okay, I want to zoom out just a little bit, and we will slide, we'll slide down to our earthquake zones first here. And this is the Pahala area. It's a hot spot for our earthquakes. And by the way, if we zoom in a little bit in this view, there is Pahala. It's actually a community right there. So, just so you know, there's people living there, and lots of wild boar. So that is what it looks like in that area. We don't see any new fresh earthquakes That, whether that's a good sign or a bad sign, I don't know you want to call it that, but nothing major showing up there. When we go out here, Luihi Seamount, we don't see anything major out here either. So things looking pretty quiet there in those areas. These quakes are pretty normal to see, and they're all about the same size roughly, and they're doing their thing. So nothing unusual or scary as far as I can tell. And let's zoom in a little bit on Kilauea itself, on the crater. And there is what Kilauea looks like from an aerial view. And as we get a little bit closer, you can see where that vent is. Now, imagine there's a whole bunch more lava in there already, since this was a picture when it was still quite low. The Volcano Observatory is up here, and they do have some pictures, cameras up there that you can have a look at and get some pictures like that, and peruse them yourself if you wish to. And of course, that is if you go follow that link for the Hawaii map. Also, they have gas metering, tilt metering, and GPS and seismometers. So you can have a look at all of those different things while you're there. And those are some pretty interesting and wonderful tools to be able to see. There's one of the seismographs that you can have a look at, and looks awesome, and tells you what monitoring station and so on, if you're inclined to do that. But that is Kilauea, and it is a beautiful volcano doing its thing. It is active. It keeps on being active, and hopefully it's not going to do anything crazy, but if it does give a show, I hope no one gets hurt, nobody loses anything, and it gives us one heck of a show. That would be awesome. All right, having looked at that, that is pretty cool, but we do need a lava interlude, I think, and I'm not sure if we're going to see one in here. Let's have a look at this and see if there's some lava in this video. And why is that not working? Uh-oh, did it not work? Let's try that again. I'm not sure if this is the one that we looked at yesterday or not. February 10th, Kilauea, I think it might be. What happened? I thought I had my next one lined up for today. Yeah, this was the one from yesterday. Darn it! Okay, well, I'll have to, on my next break, I'll have to find us another one. And for now, you'll have to look at this. Just suffer with this for now. Suffer with the lava for now. Hopefully this will appease the withdrawal symptoms, and this way we are all happy we've seen some lava. And it is. Dr. Fox success. I found you in my new volcano. Did you get my... What? I found a new volcano. I got an email, but you got to understand, you guys, I'm not here checking emails. I'm checking, doing things to keep me going. And let's see, why is that not working? Anyway, yeah, so I'm trying to keep things going here. I don't always have time to look at email. That's the least of my worries at that point. Anyway, let's put us back onto something else. We should be seeing some sunlight, or no, that's not showing up either. Never mind. Let me put you over here for a second. I tried to get to another volcano, and it didn't work. So there we go. Back to Sakurajima and breaking, Dr. Fox. Okay, yep, we're breaking. And I need to take a break right away, and I do need to find out. Oh boy, don't bombard me with You guys, easy, easy, easy with the emails. I'm running a show. I don't have time to go perusing. Let me get back to my all and see why that is um, not showing up yet. Oh, okay. He does have it up, but it's not quite there. All right. Sunrise at all is what we're going to look at. And I'll leave it there. They're just getting their camera set up, so really good to see. But we don't see any smoke coming out of it, and that's probably a good sign for the locals for right now. Yeah, air you can wear. Oh, what? Pretty cool. Okay, Dr. Fox, I just got my new phone, so I wanted to make sure it's working right. All right. Well, we'll take a look. Anyway, please don't go away. If you guys haven't already done so, hit that like button. We're really shy on people here today, so I'm looking to let's make our mini goal that we get over 100 likes for the show anyway, and hopefully we can get that up there. Tonka Bean, welcome, and yeah, long time no see since Talk Air. Yeah. Wow. Hope all is well with you. It is Tonka Bean doing well here, and welcome. Glad to have you on board. It's been a while. Wow. Good to see you. Okay, I am going to go take my break though. That is what time it is. And for those who have not hit that like button yet, remember, let's give that a pop. If you're new, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the bell notification. If you need to take a look at when the stream is on, you can look down in the description. It has those wonderful times listed for you. On that friendly note, I'm your host, DrFox2000, here in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. I will be back in 5 minutes or so. Thanks. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I've got the microphone back on. Hopefully I didn't scare anyone. And yes, indeed, it is a beautiful view of wonderful Taal volcano. And yes, that volcano, it looks awful small there, but it is 337 meters in height, or just over 1,000 feet. And I know it doesn't look that big, but we are, the camera view is way up high on a mountain. Well, actually it's on the huge caldera of the caldera. And it is sitting up fairly high there, so that's what we're seeing. And thank you, Kevin Haynes and Henry and Paul and everybody else for the welcome back. And glad that you guys are all here doing your thing, and glad you're stuck around so far. I see a few people left, but we are all good. And for those people who are here, we're still trying to get up to that 100 mark for our likes. I see we're at 94, so we only need 6 more to get up to that point. That would be great and awesome. And let's see if I can push this forward and possibly get those. And Piggy just finished baking, and I don't know, she made some Piggy treats for everybody, and we're gonna hand those out, and hopefully it'll be okay. I've never had these before, but they are pretty awesome looking, and hopefully they are taste as good as they look. So that would be really, really good. Tony says, okay, will they put a camera right on Taal to see the boiling crater? No, they're not. They don't want to do that. They're going to lose it if it blows. And frosty Twinkies on a stick. Is that what that is? Frosty Twinkies. Piggy, tell me, is that what it is? Pig covered Twinkies. Oh boy. Oh, now we know what she's been up to. I was wondering why she was shopping for Twinkies. She's never seen a Twinkie before, but now she has. And she's turned them into dipstick. I love it. Okay, really cool. Okay, yeah, are those sweets? Yeah, apparently tasty Twinkies. Bacon flavored? I don't know. Piggy, did you make them bacon flavored inside? I'm just curious. That was a question in the chat there from Kevin, so deep fry it. Oh, okay. 5,000 calories on a stick. Tony, yeah, if you're watching your waistline, I don't think you want to have one. Sugar overdose flavor. Okay. No bacon in there, you guys. Sorry. So, alright, no bacon. Darn it. We're going to have to find some bacon. Let's go over here and let us look at a different kind of a video. And not quite the same as this sweet stuff here. And let's get that going. This is another USGS from February 1st of Kilauea, from this year, of course, fairly recent, so worthy of watching. And this, of course, there you can actually see what our little hornitos were looking like, or what the area was looking like beforehand, and how that lava was flowing. And I don't know if you can get more of a perspective of how much of a drop it has to go down, but that looks pretty awesome. And here it is recycling or pushing underneath some of the existing lava that is already sitting there. I thought this was kind of neat. Kind of reminds me of a Strombolian style eruption at Kilauea. Like, wow, okay. So Kilauea wants to be Stromboli, and I don't know what to say to that, but that does look pretty awesome. And that was it for that one. So that is just a little lava fix for you guys, just to keep everyone happy. Lava Shaw, yeah, lava shawl. Okay, and that hopefully will help. Anyway, we'll pop around to the other volcanoes real quick just to see what else we can see. So I know we went to Hawaii and we already looked at the Sakurajima. I don't know why that one is not moving. It's stuck. Why is Sakurajima stuck? Let me go see. And, oh, it's unstuck it itself. All right. It was stuck, but let's have a look. That's the long-range shot. Looks like a Zilla coming out of the the smoke, or something like that, or a big rat. I don't know. What do you want to call that? Kangaroo? But yeah. All right. That's what we got there. Oh my God! Hide your eyes! Hide your eyes! Oh, this hurts. This hurts. Look at the size of those flakes. Yeah. Birds, squirrels, yeah. But these are flakes. Look at how big those flakes are when they're coming down. I'm getting off this channel. All right. That's it. Anyway, a little bit more light here in our wonderful ASO san. So that's ASO. And that is how it's spelled. So it's Japanese, of course. Aso san is an eruptive volcano. It's doing its thing, and a little bit of smoke, not too much else. Yeah, those were volcano flakes, Mount Fuji style, and we have to live with them. And of course, we will have a look back at Suwanosejima. And yes, I had to read that off my thing here, otherwise I wouldn't be able to pronounce it off of the card I've got made up. Anyway, it was erupting during the night. We can see a little bit of smoke coming out of it right there, but definitely was erupting during the night again. So a matter of fact, we might, I don't know if that's smoke or lava, but it is awful hazy and foggy and everything there, so not the greatest of shots. Still 6:48 a.m., so not fully light yet, and we'll see what happens a little later on. If there is some activity, of course, I will try to record what I can to keep everything in line. Okay, so we looked at Ta'al. We know it's still there doing its thing. The one that's ones we didn't look at yet were Stromboli and let's see, Volcano. Those two, and unfortunately, we can't see anything at Volcano other than the thermal image, but we're gonna show those anyway for right now, just so we can kind of see that. This is a Stromboli. That's what it was looking like, and it gives you a pretty good idea of you know, since it is dark there. So the top left one is our so-called color frame, if you will, and unfortunately it is so far away and so dark we don't see a heck of a lot. Bottom right hand side, thermal, and that is showing you all the clouds moving by and any activity there. You can see that glow, so that does give you an idea that there's stuff happening. The one square above it on the top right hand side, that is also a thermal cam, but too much cloud in the way to be able to see what it is doing. If we click this on, this will show it in a different light. Oh, that's kind of what it's supposed to look like during the day, but hasn't as of late. And if we turn that on, that is what it looks like right now. So that gives you a pretty good idea that in here is where Volcano is, and it is doing its thing. Of course, this is a Stromboli on the side here. These are all Stromboli, these three. So, and again, we do have a thermal. We don't see anything in Volcano doing its thing. So no activity, nothing lighting up in here, so pretty quiet that way. And let's see, looking at my time here, we got to keep going, otherwise we're going to run out of time. And of course, Azores, since it's been in the news quite a bit lately, we don't see too much activity at the Azores right now. And I was kind of wondering, there's one of the other shots of that harbor, and did they get, no, they still haven't got that shot fixed. I'm going to see if we can, that was this one. Is it working? No. No, it's still stuck. They apparently they don't have it working. So that's okay. Anyway, that's kind of in the Azores. That's one of the harbors. That is kind of further on the eastern end of the island, not right at the east end, but a little bit more east than the other shot that we couldn't bring up. And of course, what you see across the way there are the lights on Pico Island. And just to give you a little bit more perspective on things, here is our earthquake chart for today. So again, this is kind of it. This is the same thing what we were actually looking at yesterday. They don't have one for the 3rd yet, and we'll see if they show one in the near future. So not anywhere near as many as what we used to have from way back when this all started on the 22nd. So things have subsided quite a bit. While we were talking about that, let us go over to our I wanted to go to the volcano map first, but I think what we'll do is we'll go to the earthquake map, and it's in that same scene, so we'll do that. This one here is the one that I wanted to go to, and I do see a fresh earthquake that was not listed there before. So they're only actually showing one earthquake right now. 2.8 happened at 17:29:54, 9 kilometers down, and there are the coordinates, and it is on land, unlike the other ones that were just off the coast of it here. So definitely a little one there, but again, one doesn't indicate that there is major things happening. We'll have to see what happens in the near future. If the magma has indeed moved up from that 18-kilometer mark to about the 6-kilometer mark underneath and is sitting there waiting to erupt, we will see what happens in the very, very near future. It hasn't erupted since 1985 or 75. Yep, or 77, something like that. Yeah, it's been quite a while, but will be interesting to see if it does erupt again. And as I mentioned before, there are some faults in here. There's a fault up top. There's one down about this line where this earthquake actually happened, and then there's another one right along the edge of the coast here. So you've got multiple interesting faults there that will open up and spread apart, allowing that lava to come up a little bit more. So long time resting. Yes, it has been a long time resting for sure. Anyway, let us just briefly zip over to La Palma, and I did have this refreshed. I'm going to do it again because it's really quite reloaded. That way we have everything as up to date as possible. And zooming into La Palma, we see a little one over here on that side, 7 kilometers down for that 1.3. You notice there are no earthquakes over 2 on here, and so we do have a bunch of little ones, and they are ranging into 2 or 3 days here already as far as some of them are concerned. So definitely not all happening at the same time, but interesting depths, the deepest one being 20 kilometers, not anywhere near where the bottom down lava pockets are, or magma pockets I should say. So I'm not sure about what's going on there. Did want to note, we do see a continuance around here of these other little ones, and we have this one here, and that is a 3.0, and that was added to the mix. That is right beside Gran Canaria, and it's going to be interesting to see if that develops into anything. All right, let us. There's some other ones. I didn't even notice them before. Okay, the map is not working. There we go. That one is a 3.1. It's also considered part of the Canaries, so that is there. It's kind of odd to see a little bit of a swarm up there. 3.3 on that one, and there we go on this one. 3.8, so a little bit bigger, and happened their time, of course, 14:50 p.m. for that one. This one was 0300, so 3:30 in the morning, and this one was the same time as the other one, 15:40 something. Pretty awesome to see. Anyway, I want to go back to this one here. We want to have some general look at the other earthquakes around. I did note the one that was down by Piggy in Greece, and it woke her up, and that is this guy right here. It was a 2.4. I'm not sure if that's the one that woke her up at 1:27 UTC, but a little bit of shaking going on there, and then we also have this 2.5 over a little bit further away, but 3 kilometers down, so it might have been felt as well. We do see some more down in Crete here, so definitely some stuff happening, and more in Greece itself, as well as over here in Italy and Sicily, if you want to call it that. Well, it's more like Italy right there and there, but that's where they are. And of course Etna is here, Volcano is here, and Stromboli is there. So that's what we're looking at. And let us zoom back out. Did see this other one here, 4.2, and that's interesting to see in the Mediterranean. Pretty cool. Spain had a bunch of little ones as well, and a little swarm here off the coast of Malta. And not sure what this is all about, if there's some subducting going on there, but interesting nonetheless, and we will keep an eye on that. And that should be about it. We do see a whole bunch of spots, and I'm going to actually go to the other map for that to go around and just see real quick using the USGS one. And we can see all the earthquakes around the the Ring of Fire, and of course we don't see any big red ones. That's the ones we're usually looking for. We do see newer ones, mid US, La Huerta, New Mexico, 2.8. Very weird, and here's a whole swarm. I don't know what they're doing, some testing or something. This one, 2.2 West Texas, 3.1 West Texas. I don't know, maybe it's that Lucas and Siggy out there playing bumper cars or something. I have no idea what they're doing. Anyway, not seeing too many other things there. If you need to bring this particular map up, you can just type in a USGS earthquake map into your browser, and that will bring that one up for you. All right, let us pop over. We're going to have a look at the weather. I know we're running a little bit behind here, but first, the SO2 is what we really want to take a look at, see where some of that off-gassing is headed or coming from. And let's start with North America, going right into Central America. Of course, Mexico City, and we do see it there. as well as Popocatépetl will be down just south of Mexico City here. So between the 22 million people and the volcano, you are getting some higher SO2 readings. When we get in here, we can see other stuff as well. And wow, did I get that turned on? Oh, I'm going to turn that back off. There's too many in there. Oh, no, I won't. Okay, that's okay. Anyway, more stuff. Here's where Nicaragua is right there. So Guatemala, Fuego in Guatemala, Nicaragua has got his friend there, and there, that is a camera on Telica. Anyway, not sure. No, that camera isn't on anything there, but we do have the other volcano that is sitting here in Costa Rica, and that is what's causing some of that. We do see a lot of material coming here. Not sure what is actually causing this, whether it's Sangay, the volcano, but in all likelihood it is. Not seeing as much here in Colombia coming from Reventador or the other one that's right beside it over there, but they are still off-gassing. Don't see any new plumes as per se coming out of a Wolf volcano here on the Galapagos Islands, but it is still there and considered active. Our other one down here has simmered down a little bit, so that's what some of this is from. I'm not sure if some of these other things are, yeah, this one is industrial pollution or people making that, and you can see what's going on there. Zoom out a little bit, zoom back in, and here is, of course, White Isle volcano would be right about there, and that Rue Pehu, if I said it right, is somewhere in the middle here, and that's what we're seeing. So that's that off-gassing. We do have up here in Tonga, it'll be Tafua, and that is doing that, as well as Hunga Ha'apai. And I'm not sure what this is about, this one here, we'll see. Yep, that's a volcano, you guys, and we know which volcano that is as well, and we're going to be adding that map, even though it's a poor view, but that is a Yasur, and Yasur is, as I mentioned before, one of the longest erupting volcanoes that we have had on this planet, and it's been going for about 870 years. Over here will be Luolotok is causing this little plume. This area is over here. Of course, this is Java, and you've got Krakatoa on the end here adding to it. You got Semeru in the middle here somewhere adding to the plumes, and then of course no, Semeru is over here. Merapi is over here. Merapi is making this mess in the middle. All right, and Semeru on that end. That's kind of what's there. We do see this here. This is Ta'al. If we zoom in a little bit, you can see there is Ta'al Lake, and we are getting some generalized off-gassing from it as well. Moving up a little bit further north, we do see a little bit of stuff here in Taiwan, and then of course we go into the Japanese islands. There's some interesting views, and we go up a little bit more. This is all man-made pollution here in China and those areas. I think South Korea is getting nailed from some of that other stuff coming in from the north. So that's what we're seeing there, and here's our big mess of the day, and that is coming from the Kamchatka Peninsula, and of course we do have This is kind of what it looks like. These are top secret Russian cameras, right? And Kamchatsky is where that is, and look at that, lots of snow, and pretty cool. Where's this one at? I'm just looking. No, other than sky, we don't see a heck of a lot there. So I wanted to actually click on this one. Ooh, that looks cold too. I think that's a cold place, you guys. I don't want to go there, and we'll see what happens. But anyway, the off-gassing quite badly, and that's what we see. If we zoom into what's coming from Etna and Stromboli and Volcano, when we compare it to other ones, not a heck of a lot right now. So pretty calm, pretty quiet, cool and collected. The stuff down here are in South Africa from the gold mines and platinum mines that they have down there, and this here in the DR Congo, doing its thing as far as the volcano there. And then we have another volcano out in this area, also throwing in a little bit more stuff. Erta would be right about here, not that bad of a polluter, because it's more or less a gas pit, so it burns pretty clean, I think, for the most part. And of course, you see Jeddah is quite bad there. Man-made pollution. Okay, we'll leave that pollution stuff alone. I'm going to refresh this map here because it is already 2.5 hours or 3 hours, 4 hours old. There we go. We're a little bit more up to date. Really quickly, just going around and seeing what it is looking like. We do see our equatorial area is quite hot, but let's start somewhere. So we'll zip into Iceland just to see the temperatures. And as I mentioned, things were melting, and of course you can see that by the temperature, 6-7 degrees, that kind of thing on the peninsula, which is pretty cool, or warm for them, cool in the sense of awesome. Yeah, okay. Anyway, that's what they've got going on precipitation wise. We're not seeing anything. Hang on, did that even change? It didn't. There we go. That's precipitation. If we zoom back out a little bit, oh, they do have a little bit of stuff happening. Why is that not working? There we go. Oh my God, now we see the snow. That's horrible. And yeah, they're going to get some more snow in Iceland from the looks of things. All right, back to temperature, and we will look at Europe for the most part. Cold up in Norway, Sweden, and Finland, looking pretty chilly. And we take a look here. Not the greatest of warm days in Ireland, and Scotland looking a little cool too. England, not so bad. Same as Ireland. A little cooler in Germany, but I'm hoping that this is pretty much the last of their cold stuff, since that wind is coming from the north, and once it starts to come from the southwest, things will get a lot better because of the Gulf Stream bringing in all that warm air and helping the circulation to go upward from some of the stuff that's coming out of Africa. Italy, of course, doing its thing. There you can see Sicily down here. Not the warmest of days, but that's okay. And a couple of spots there, and near Rome, -5 degrees Celsius for April 2nd. That is pretty cool for those guys. And looking here at our islands out in the sticks, and of course we got about 19 degrees C in the Canary Islands, roughly. Azores, about 16 degrees C. So looking not so bad there. If we go to North America, take a look at some of the temperatures. Getting a little warmer up into Canada. This warm stuff didn't quite make it all the way up to me, so I would have liked it. Thank you, Sue Hayes. Glad that you thought it was good and we're on board. I really do appreciate it. Anyway, California looking pretty warm, and of course Phoenix, Arizona getting its cooker on, as well as Texas is warming up again. Mexico starting to get really hot. Hey, go away. I don't want you. Go away. How did you get on there? I don't want that. How do I get rid of that? There we go. Save that. All right. Yeah, looking 35. That's pretty awesome. Things are warm and cooking. 37 in some spots, 38, 39. So yeah, Belize be pretty warm too. And definitely seeing some of that warmer air, even here in Venezuela, and of course our Amazon and so on, warming up a little bit more as well. And as we get down into the southern portions, we definitely see a cool off when we get down to the lower portions of Chile or Argentina, and that is pretty neat, pretty interesting. Let us move over a little bit more into the Pacific, and of course New Zealand staying fairly warm and not so bad. We do like that, and of course a little bit warmer when you get up into Fiji and Hunga Tonga and those places. 27s, 28s, New Caledonia 26, 27. So cool, awesome. Australia cooled off a little bit, and that's probably because the seasons are starting to change for them. Here we see a little bit more in what is that, Papua New Guinea, I think, and interesting. The very cold stuff is up top on the high mountains of the volcanoes that are in those areas. So you do see some colder stuff. Not to worry about it though. And again, we see everything is pretty normal there in the Philippines and Indonesian areas. The storm's still hiding out here in the middle of that Indian Ocean, and India, yeah, 27, 28, 29, 30 in some spots. Africa, of course, doing its wonderful thing. Southern portions are starting to cool off a little bit though, so that kind of makes me wonder what the heck is going on. Let's throw on some precipitation, and we will kind of cover that. So we've seen what Iceland was doing, getting a lot of that snow. We do see down here, and come on map, you can do it. Rebuild it. Rebuild that map bigger, better, and faster than it was before. There we go. And that is what is happening down in the Florida area. They've got a storm coming across, and hopefully that won't hit them too bad. And let's see, where else we got stuff? Whoa, I don't like that. Snow, and that is south of me though, so I'm not going to worry about that. Why is this thing not showing it there? Okay, there we go. And yeah, that's going downward. That'll miss me. And I see on the west coast of Canada and Alaska and that they're getting hit with some heavy snowstorms because of that circulation. And again, Aleutian Islands around here, very heavy stormy stuff. Kamchatka also getting snow. That's why we were seeing that. Japan has got a circulation around it as well, and we've got this big storm going across. Those guys in Hawaii picked a good spot. Not too much going on. We do have a little bit of rain on all of the islands, but nothing major. So we'll see what happens there. And again, this shows our equatorial storm kind of thing going all the way across. that it did before. It just takes a little bit of a dip down here. So, and again, zooming in into the Indonesian area, you can see that we do still have a lot of storms, thunderstorms around there. I don't know if this is storm season or what the heck it is, but it does look pretty awesome. And where Tony's from, he's out there in Bangkok or somewhere, and yeah, they got some storms going on in the country to the northeast of Bangkok a little bit there. And of course down here, wow, Malaysian areas, everything's getting stormed out. So a lot of activity happening there. And when we go right along the southern confines, you see all these different swirls creating very, very cold air masses, and pulling some of that cold air off of Antarctica, and basically creating clouds of steam, or well, turning into snow. So that's what it's doing. And these are big. These things are not small. So they're doing their damage. Anyway, I'm going to put it on temperature, and we're going to go find, oh, whoop, I'm boo-booed that. Let's go back to where we were. We want to go find our coldest temperature. And so if you think you're cold, just remember there's colder places on the planet. And if we find them, we will let you know not to go there. Minus 57, minus 58 degrees Celsius, minus 59. We're not hitting anything minus 60 yet. Where's that stuff? Warm there. We gotta have some minus 60 in here somewhere. Minus 59, almost minus 60. It's a tropical environment. Minus 58, there we go, minus 62 Celsius. Yeah, so yeah, if you feel that it's cold where you are, just think of those poor penguins in Antarctica having to deal with minus 62 degrees Celsius temperatures, and that is pretty awesome. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that kind of gives you a pretty good idea of what we were looking at today as far as our volcanoes. Not that much action, unfortunately, lava-wise, but it is still pretty awesome to see. I'm going to put this back on to all, and we will end the show with watching this particular volcano. And on those friendly notes, I am going to get off of here. I know I'm a little bit over as far as time is concerned. Not too worried about that. It is Saturday after all, and it is a beautiful day. So smiles and sunshine to everyone. And of course, you see that the Solar Sky link is up there. That is my other channel, and when you don't have a lava fix, you can get a sun fix, and the sun is very, very close to the same kind of thing that lava is, but lava is a lot cooler. Sun's a whole bunch hotter. Anyway, Debbie Brandy says, aloha, Dr. Fox. Thanks for the show. You are welcome. And Mars 2028, you are welcome as well. Actually, all of you are. And that is the wonderful part about it. It doesn't matter who you are in here, whether you are in fact a member or non-member, you are all still part of the wonderful lava family, and that's how we look at things. So, for those who haven't hit that like button yet, if you didn't do that, please do consider hitting it. Would really mean a lot to us, and make that stuff go up a little bit as far as our wonderful analytics are concerned from the great YouTube in the sky, and hopefully that will make things happen. And on those friendly notes, I think it is time for me to get off of here and let my throat rest. And since it is starting to, and I don't know why, but it's starting to get really sore. I hope it's nothing. Anyhow, be good, everyone. Take care of yourselves. Take care of your loved ones. Take care of your pets. And again, big condolences to David for losing his dog today. And hope everything goes well there. So be good, everyone. Take care, and always make sure you tell your loved ones that you love them tonight, for tomorrow is never promised. I'm your host, DrFox2000. We'll see you all tomorrow. Take care, be good, and keep smiling. Oink oink. Good night, everyone. Oh, and I forgot to say thanks to David, Kota, and Gura for their wonderful super chats. I missed that. I missed that part. I had the wrong paper. I didn't flip it over. And also thank you to my moderators, Arizona Snowman and Piggy. Guys did an awesome job. Thank you. Oink oink.